Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome. So we'll just wait for like a couple of minutes. We would be solving a lot of TCS coding questions. We would be looking at, various differences between TCS Digital and TCS Ninja. What the pattern is going to be. Right. So everything. So just make sure that you stay tuned here. If you have anything, what we do is we like to keep our chat box open so you can post all the answers. So this is a live session altogether. This is not a recorded video, just played again live. Many people do that, right? So just if you could let me know if all of you can hear me, and post that, we would begin the session. Right. So I see a lot of people joining. Can you please let me know if you can hear me, yes or no? We'll just wait for a couple of, for a few minutes then, and we'll start. Right. So first thing first that I wanted to discuss is, the exam is going to be announced very soon, and we are in close touch with various stakeholders at TCS and in different colleges. As you know, Prepinsta is the most visited website for placement preparation, right? So we are in touch with a lot of colleges and various stakeholders as TCS. The drive is going to be happening soon, so that is what we get to have gotten to know. So it's the right time for you to start preparing it. But then again, this is just a YouTube video. From this video you would understand what the pattern is going to be, how many exams, what is the difficulty level, what to do after it, right? So what to do after it is exactly what I'm going to show you. So I'm going to show you this very cool feature. So we have all the previous year papers of TCS on our website, and one problem that students face is they, even before the exam, they do not get to know if they are going to get selected or not. With this particular thing, you would get to know if you are going to get selected on TCS or not. So I'll just play like a short video for all of you. With that, you would understand it. So this allows me. So as of now, we are working from home, so which is why we are not coming live. But generally, when we do, so if you Google TCS syllabus, these are the kind of videos that we shoot at Prepinsta. This is the quality of us. So this is even in fact our office that we are not there anymore. All of us are working from home. This, there will be right. So just wanted to you can still check. So for example, TCS. This is in the fill in you can still Google TCS aptitude questions and then solve many questions related to TCS. So for example, I think most of the, as you saw all the three videos, generally this is the quality of the lecture.
That is not how you need to solve the question.
Right. So you can go ahead and check that.
And I'll just clear the screen from here.
So without wasting any further time, I want to begin here directly, right, and answer a few questions in the chat. So first of all, let's start a little and then I'll answer a few questions. I promise about that, right? So first of all, we would be sharing all the coding questions asked in previous year, all of them. We'll not even miss one coding question that was asked probably 3 years ago, 4 years ago. We're going to send it to you on the WhatsApp channel. So make sure that you join prepinsta.com/WhatsApp for your batch. Today we'll share all the coding questions asked in TCS itself with all of you, right? So that's about it. We have something called as Royal Pass and TCS Prime Video. We'll talk about it at the very end of the video, right? So now let's begin. So what are the coding languages that you can use in TCS? C, C++, Java, Perl, and Python. However, according to me, there are three languages: C, C++, and Java. Do not make the mistake of using Perl and Python, even if you know them. Now, I'll tell you the reason why. Is because TCS uses this particular company's software, so which is called as Sphere Engine, right? So as you can see, if you go to this website, it shows that okay, TCS consultancy services is also using. So basically, they provide the online compiler, and the online compiler for TCS sucks big time, right? It is very very bad. It doesn't work properly, and all of these things are So basically, it doesn't work at all. So for example, this is. This is one more company that is online GDB that uses the same software. So which is why we always recommend that TCS for and all the other different companies you generally code rather than code chef and all of those online compiler, local compiler. You only code in Sphere Engine type of compiler, which works in this website called as online GDB. Right now, problem happen a lot that okay, even if your code is working perfectly, there's nothing wrong with your Python code, it just would not run in Python. It would just give memory errors, so on and so forth. And I guess 2020 people would also be here. They can vouch for this. I am telling you by my personal opinion, you can go ahead and try Perl and Python, no problem. But after 30 minutes that is given to you, after 27 minutes, you will realize that okay, code is perfect. You'll run the same code in your home system, it will work, but it would not work in TCS compiler. So which is why I always say that okay, always make sure that you only and only code in C, C++, and Java. Perl and Python will also be there, but you don't code in them. Please make sure that you do not code in them. It is not like that. Okay, Prefinsta will get any money from TCS by if TCS is like okay, you like less number of people use our software for Python. Money. We are just telling you for your own benefit. I know Python is an amazing language. I love this language. I, in fact, code a lot. Right. So, what about the public test cases? We are going to solve a few questions today. Don't worry about it. So, there are two scenarios. In the first scenario, there are three public test cases and three private test cases that cannot be seen to you. In the second scenario, you have six public test cases and six private test cases. Uh, so 2020 eligible, for 2020, there would be a different drive altogether for TCS NQT earlier. So earlier there was command line programming. I know that there are few websites who copy paste. Actually, we don't even take any legal action on them, but there are many websites who copy paste or coding questions, etc., etc. So they've even copy pasted command line programming coding questions on their website. Actually command line does not come anymore and they have not updated the command. So if you knew that okay, command line is something, it does not come anymore. However, command line programming would be again still important for the programming logic section, that is the MCQ section wherein you are asked C++, Java type of questions, code snippets, right? So that's about it. Now, what is the syllabus and the kind of questions that TCS asks? First of all, the exam was very difficult last year. There were approximately, let's say, 15 questions in aptitude. If you solve three questions in aptitude correctly, you cleared the round. You cleared the cutoff. So you imagine three questions out of 15, if you were able to solve last year, you could have cleared the written round. For at least or the cutoff for aptitude. Same goes for the coding question. It was very, very difficult. The time was really, really less. In fact, the coding question that I'm taking today is one of the easier coding questions for according to TCS, because there are a lot of mechanical people or triple E people, EC people. I don't want to dishearten all of them. So operations on string, number pattern, coordinate geometry, matrices, arrays, numbers. Again, we have about 40 different TCS previous year questions. So there would be, if Adil, if you're in chat, I think a lot of people would be joining our WhatsApp group. So make sure that you tell Aman to keep on changing the WhatsApp groups as soon before they get full. So we will be sharing all the previous year papers of TCS in our WhatsApp group completely free of cost for you, because it will be helpful for you in that case, right? So again, Python and Perl compiler does not work. Language issue. This is very important. A single compilation takes 30 to 60 seconds of time. So for example, I am a coder who's like, okay, let's code, but anyways, I'm like, okay, my mind stopped running. Let us click on compile. I know the program is not complete. The program is barely 10% complete, but still I compile it. You have, let's say, 20 minutes. So in this case, one thing that also we have gotten to know is your TCS coding question will either have 20 minutes or 30 minutes. So again, they have not decided upon it. There would be one coding question on it. So this would be for Ninja profile, right? However, for once you clear the aptitude round, which has programming, MCQ, aptitude, English, all of those, and then there would be a coding round in it, right? So there would be an advanced coding round, which would be 60 minutes and one coding questions. If you do well, you will get digital package. Digital package this time is 7.34 LPA. Again, so this is an information that only Prepensta has. I am sure that a lot of people will copy mostly. Right. I saw a few websites wherein our things wherein our questions are copied, and then we say that okay, these were 5 years ago. We have updated it. Please, you also update it. Do not fool students. Right. So no problem about it. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and code. Right. So should we begin coding, guys? WhatsApp group number. WhatsApp group is in the description of this video. You click upon, go to description of this video wherein we are, writing some things, right? Maybe Adil can also share on the chat itself. Adil, please make sure that you tell to Aman to keep on changing WhatsApp group. I guess it will get full very, very instantaneously. Check description. Else you can just go ahead, prepinsta.com/WhatsApp. Simple, right? So should we begin with the coding part? Are you guys ready? Let us start with the coding part. I think my video is, please, a bit louder. Louder is what people are saying. Maybe you can use like a headphone. I'm actually shouting on my system as of now. Right. So if you just give me one moment, I think everything is fine with my system. I will try to speak a little closer in that case. Right. So let's begin. So basically, what they are particularly telling in this question is a student has to solve a workbook of problems related to finding the area of intersection of two circles. Instead of solving similar problems repeatedly, the students describes writing a program that would solve all of these similar problems. The first line of input contains three space separated integers x1, y1, r1, where x1 represents the x and y coordinates of the center of the first circle, r1 represents the radius of the first circle, and so on. The second line of the input contains three space separated integers x2, y2, r2, where x2 and y2 represent an x and y coordinates of the center, and R2 represents the radius of the circle. So your job is print a real number representing the area of intersection of two circles rounded till 6 decimal places. Right. So essentially, if I'm to tell you what all of this, if you just give me 1 second. So right. So what all of this shiz is about is essentially you have two circles. They have given you the coordinates of x1 comma y1 here of the radius of the center. They have also given you the radius for both the circles. You're supposed to find what is the area between these two intersection of circles. Now, I hate TCS here. If this question was given to me in the exam and I got placed at a package, I earlier was working in Google and many other companies, right? I promise you, I would not have had been able to solve this question without cheating, to be honest. The point is, there are so many mathematical formulas, sine theta, cos theta, and somehow they are expecting you to know all of them. So WhatsApp group is full. So let me just, call my team side by side. So I'll just call Manish from my team. Right. So you COVID-19 unlock প্ৰক্ৰিয়া এতিয়া গতি দিশতে আৰম্ভ হৈ গৈছে এনে ক্ষেত্ৰত Yeah, Manish, people are requesting that the WhatsApp group is full. Please do something about it. WhatsApp group is full. WhatsApp group is full. Okay, so let's go ahead and I've made a few minor slides for you so that you can understand how this is going to work, right? So now imagine that this is the circle, right? So there are three different cases, right? The first case is the circles do not intersect each other at all, as you can see in this one. Maybe the second case would be the circle intersect, but they are the one circle is completely inside the other circle. And then the third one is that yes, they intersect, but in this way. So there are mathematical formulas that you would be. So again, you can check it after. I'm sure that you are here for a very long time. Automatically, the link will change. You can join the Telegram group if you like. In that case, if the group is full as of now. All right. So there are three cases. Now, in the first case, a lot of you would be mathematics people because all of you are coders. I'm sure that you would remember that if you are supposed to, let's say this is the uh, Cartesian plate, whatever you call it. It's been very long time since my mathematics, right? So if there are 2 points having x1 comma y1 and x2 comma y2, if you are supposed to find the distance between these two, there is a formula for it. What is the formula? The formula is square root of x2 minus x1 of whole square plus y2 minus y1 of whole square, right? I am sure if I am not wrong here, right? So this is the whole formula. Okay, so now if you are supposed to find that, okay, the distance between this and this is d, right? Perfect. Now, if this d distance is greater than this r1 that is radius 1 and this r2 that is radius 2, in that case, can we say that these circles do not intersect each other? So what I'm saying is, if the distance between the center is, let's say, 10, and the sum of the radius of, let's say, this line, and obviously let's say radius goes here, is 7, right? So in that case, obviously these will not intersect, right? So in this case, I can directly go ahead and say that, okay, if this, I will apply this formula and I would compare it with r1 and r2, and if in case this condition gets satisfied, I can say that, okay, the area of intersection is 0 directly, yes or no. So I'm sorry, guys. There are 71 people working in our company, and still the WhatsApp group is full. This is really bad at our end. I'm sure that Aman, who handles WhatsApp at our team, Manish, please, WhatsApp group. WhatsApp group is a popular demand of students. Sort by. Okay, so essentially that is the case. Can you please tell me yes or no? Yes or no? Correct. So let's move ahead further in the next slide. Okay, so in the next one, I can also say the same thing that, okay, I'm trying to teach you coding here, but again, it's mathematics. That again, if I calculate this d value, that is the distance between this circle and the distance between the center of this circle, if I calculate this and this d value is less than r1 plus r2, so in that case, definitely the circle, one circle is coming inside another circle. Yes or no? Yes. Right. So that is perfect. But then again, I can directly say that, okay, the area is obviously the area of this particular square, right? If let's say the radius of the inner square is, let's say, r2, so I can say the area is pi r square directly. I don't even have to do anything. This is like the easier test case. The final one is the most difficult, right? So basically what I need to do is I need to find also at the very same time the smaller radius, right? So if r1 is greater than r2, so in that case I will do pi r square, or let's say pi r2 uh, pi r2 square, and else I will do pi r1 square. So this would be my formula. Can you please tell me yes or no? Perfect. So I think WhatsApp group is not full anymore. You can go ahead and join that. Right. So next again, now this is the most difficult part of the code, right? And there is a mathematical formula. So if I Google it, so for example, let me just go ahead. Area of intersection. So I think when I was writing this code, I Googled it. So there are mathematical formula. In fact, that image is also stolen. So credits to these people. So there is mathematical formula of so. I'll write down this formula at the very end. So they are deriving it. So essentially, this is the mathematical formula, which is comprised of this particular unit and this particular unit. Right now, again, I'm not sure how they are expecting you, but this is again we make sure in our prime video courses, because we knew so last year we did not give this question for practice. We gave a question which was, if I'm to tell you, so for our online classes, we gave this question that, okay, one square and second square, find the area of intersection. So, we are that close that, okay, we gave you this question in our online classes to practice. And then the question that was there in the exam was essentially, for circles, right? So we kind of focus a lot upon this, understanding the pattern rather than different websites who steal content from Prep Insta and put it elsewhere, right? So again, even these people are saying that, okay, 0 if this D is greater than R1 plus R2, pi R square if D is less than R1 plus R2, right? Now, again, so if you just give me 1 second, so let's start coding it and just forget about the third one. The third one is essentially, this is the formula for third one, and I will code in front of you also. So this is formula. So we'll replace, so we will give this some value X, we will give this some value Y, find the under root. We will also use math.h and stdlib.h to code this particular part. So don't worry, let us go ahead and start with the very basics part of this, right? Now, first and I think this is the most important. I don't think that there would be anything most important than here would be the program will not run if, let's say, you are working in. So again, I will not code in Python. I am primarily a Python programmer. I generally code in Python, but I will not code in Python. Python sucks. Again, Java is exactly going to be the same. Only PSVM you need to add. The whole code is basically, this is a procedural code with mathematics, right? So again, always make sure that whenever you are coding in TCS, if you need to use math.h, you always also include stdlib.h, and I will remove stdlib.h from my program after compiling, and you will see my answer has changed. Again, a lot of coders do not know this, but then again, there's an ambiguity between various compilers between math.h and stdlib.h, which I'll show you. I'll remove this line altogether, and then you will see my answer changes just by removing this line, right? So next thing again is I will use a macro to define my value of pi. So I will use, let's say, pi or pi, and I will say it's 3.14159. I have written in front of me because we have to give it to, again, in the question it's mentioned 6 decimal digits should be correct, right? So 341459358979238 again. In our online class last year also, we recommended learn it till this much. Again, this time also we will be recommending in our prime video course, learn the pi value, because TCS loves X. In fact, there is one more question. So in fact, I'll just show you TCS coding questions. If we Google, let's see whose website comes on top. Oh, it's Prep Insta. I'm glad that it's true. Okay, so TCS, not just this. If you look at the previous year coding questions of TCS, not just this, there were a few questions of TCS that was asked, based on Cartesian products, right? So you can find them here. We'll anyway, so there are less number of questions here, I guess, but we'll give you more questions after it, right? So now again, let's start. So basically, this is the most important part. What students did mistake was they were like, let us go ahead and use int, or let us go ahead and use float. Why? Your answer is wrong here. Your answer, if you are programmer and if you are studying for placements and you still use float or int, just go ahead, you are not going to get placed. Safe side, if you're a program, you can use that maybe in your college exams, but in that case, generally you would see test cases are like, okay, value of x is 1 less than equal to n and is less than equal to 10 to the power of 6. So they will write something like this in output, right? Now again, half of your test cases will not run because you are using the wrong data type to store values. We would be using long double in this case. You can use long double also, right? So next thing is I will use x1, y1, r1, right? So these would be for the x and y coordinates of the first circle and radius of the second circle. Then again, x2, y2, r2, and that's pretty much about it. One thing more that I would be using would be answer, wherein I will be storing my answer. I would use r1 sqr because I would be using this square of this value a lot in my questions. comma R2 SQR, I would be using a lot. And then again, something called as D square also, because D square value also I will be using a lot, right? Now, again, there would be a problem here. A lot of you may not know. Okay, I use long double, but how to scan it, right? So scanf percentage D, no percentage D, capital L F. Okay, so I want to fetch values of my x and y coordinates, right? So what will I do is I will be using LF, LF, LF 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, and I will be storing all of these values in x1, comma x2. Sorry, y1, because I want to take an order. Ampersand r1, ampersand x2. Again, you can use the same things. Obviously, everything is same in Java as well at the very same time, right? Y2, ampersand R2, right? So this works perfectly. I hope if also I'm making any mistake, please do let me know in the chat. I would love to fix that up. I'm just reading the chat just now. Right. Also, some people have told me there are, there are few companies who upload wrong questions, so they are giving NCRT questions. Generally in TCS and all of these companies, and you need to understand who to trust, who not to trust. Preference is partnered with many different companies and thousands of colleges, right? So let's go ahead and I was just reading your comments here and there, right? So now, one thing more that I would be doing here, there would be, I would be writing R2 square, and just safe side, I would be writing, I can also use power function also. There's something called as that, but I would not be doing so. And then again, R2 SQR is equals to R2 into R2. You can use power function also, right? Now again, I would write the function for D. So I would also name one value as D. So I named D square, but I did not name D. So my D value would be, so in my math.h file or my stdlib file, there is a function called as sqrt, which calculates the square root, right? So this is something that you should know. I want to calculate the square root of x2 minus x1, and because there's a square also, so rather than that, I can simply write it as again the same thing. Okay, so I did wrong here. So x2 minus x1, x2 minus x1, right? And plus again y2 minus y1 into y2 minus y1, right? I hope I am not making any mistakes here. Preference size base, same coding questions. No, you will not get the same coding questions, but the difficulty level would be similar, right? Um, okay, so let's go ahead. Now, I would also name something as the D square value, right? So in this case, I would say my D square value is equals to again D into D. So again, a lot of time has passed, but I'm not able to still solve the answer. Now, very simple. For my first use case, I will say that, okay, if my D value is greater than my R1 plus R2 value, in that case, my answer, so I can also write it for the people who don't know, I can also write it as answer is equals to 0. But generally, noob programmers do so. Uh, so you will write answer is equals to 0 here. Works the same way. You can also write it like here, but generally, I being a programmer who likes to see the code better, I prefer inline statements a lot. Right. So this would be the answer. So in this case, this would be the answer. Obviously, for our first case, so if I'm to write here itself, so this would be your answer for the case wherein these two do not intersect as all, as I told you in the coding part of the video, right? Then again, how can I prepare for TCS online classes? Join Prepinsta's Prime video course or Royal Pass. Just Google about that. Maybe people in the chat can answer it, right? So again, else. Now, my else statement would be for the second use case, wherein the for the second easier use case, I will say that, okay, wherein the first circle is contained inside the second circle, right? So I just need to figure out, I would just need to do the opposite of this and calculate whichever is the smaller circle, right? And print the area of that, right? So I'd say else if my D value is less than or equal to my, again, so here also problem. half of your test cases would be running, half of your test case would not be running, because you did this mistake. You did not use something called as ABS. ABS is absolute value. Your x2 minus or basically r2 minus r1 value could also be negative, right? Right. So either you use multiple OR cases, or just simply you be a little smart, right? So you absolute value of r2 minus r1, right? And ampersand, if in case my r1 is greater than equal to r2, right? So in that case, what I want to do here is I want to print, and okay, so no problem. For you, I'll just say, okay, so no printf. I want to store answer. So my answer is equals to pi into. I can also write r1 into r1, or in fact, I have this r1 square as well. So sorry, r2 square here as well. So in this case, since my r2 is smaller, my r2 is smaller, again I'll write it, so which is why I will be printing. So again, the larger circle and the smaller circle, the common area would be the whole area of the smaller circle, right? If this is contained, and this condition is the this condition is the answer for that. If your distance between this point and this point, that is center of two circles, is lesser than your radius of this and radius of this, in that case the circle is contained inside the another circle. Important, very important, right? In that case, the smaller circle will have the radius. So I will need to figure out again if the value of r1 is greater. So in that case, I will do r2 square. So I will do pi r2 sqr here, right? And again, I will just write the same thing very quickly, copy paste the same thing inside else if and brackets, right? But this time I will write the opposite. So r2 and r1, right? And in this case, I'll copy paste the same thing here again, but in this case, I will write r1 sqr, right? So in this case, I'm saying that, okay, my r1 is smaller. So which is why I am using r1 sqr value. What is r1 sqr value? R1 sqr value is r1 into r1. That is pi r square. I'm not doing anything, but I'm just doing pi r square, right? So again, we can go back and learn mathematics a lot. Rather than that, I would like to focus upon the coding part of the question, right? So again, in this particular case, for the last section, that is essentially this particular whole formula, right? I would not teach you maths here. I would just try to help you how you can do this particular formula in a better way, wherein for the last case, our circles are intersecting. So if, for example, if you see here closely, so you need to find this area A2. So they are saying that, okay, this particular sector, that is A2, right? And then again, so basically the area in red and A1, right? So A1 plus A2 is the value of things here. And then there are derivations. Derivations, don't want to focus upon that. Again, in our online class, we will have this video again for you. So if in case same question gets repeated, so in that case again. So what I would do is I would name some variable called as long double. I will give it a value as phi, because that is what the formula says. I will use something called as a cos, right? A cos r1 sqr plus d square is the value. So basically, I'm doing this according to the formula. You can go ahead and check that. I would just want to do it very quickly and then take better time to explain you other type of questions, right? Uh, right. R1 sqr and minus R2 sqr, right? Now all of this would be divided by 2 into r1 into d, and all of this would be multiplied by 2, right, according to the formula, right? Now again, you would have the same thing for theta as well. So this is phi for basically r1, and then again for let's say something called as theta, I will name. And in that case, the first part of the numerator remains the same. The only thing that changes is here, right? So one thing I think I used wrongly here is my multiplication sign should be here. So basically these are two constants that I will use in the next statements, right? So then again, long double area 1 is equals to 0.5 into my theta value into my 2s. Now, at this particular point in time, I feel very bad here. So very, very quickly, R2 SQR, because a lot of you may be demotivated, but then again, TCS is like this. I think a lot of you would have given the TCS NQT exam, TCS Code Vita exam, and you know how difficult TCS is, right? And again, sine bracket theta, right? So same thing again you do for your, in fact, to be honest, I am also looking at one more screen as of now, so don't worry, I don't remember all of this formulas, right? So in that case, the only thing that changes here is phi, right? And in that case it becomes area 2. Finally, my answer is, in the case, area 1, area 2 plus area 1, or whatever, however you want to write it. And finally, I'll go ahead and I'll print f my percentage, whatever. Basically, area 1 is something that I'll print f. Then again, I can have made multiple mistakes in this particular part, which is why I've written it already for me, because these are too many formulas, right? So again, we'll have a look upon here. So this is the whole thing. Finally, what we are doing, long double x is equals to answer, and we are printing the answer, right? So now when I run it, so if I run it here, hopefully online GDP works as of now, right? So the values that I'm giving here would be, so first, so let's say if I draw it, so basically what I'm saying is this is my Cartesian plate, and my first circle is this. Let us say it is at 0 comma 0. My second circle is at, let's say, the center is 0 comma 6, and the radius of this is 4, and again second one also radius is 4. So this is would be this. So 0 comma 0 and radius is 4. 6 comma 0 it should be, right? So 6 comma 0, the radius is 4, right? So I will give these two inputs. Okay. So now then again, let's go ahead. So 0, 0, 4, and uh, 6, 0, 4, and I run it. So as you can see, in this case, the answer is 7.252899. Right. Now, again, one more thing I told you that, okay, what if I remove this stdlib.h? Again, a lot of you would think everything would work perfectly. Math.h is amazing. I am an amazing coder. Just look here. Just look here. I've just removed one line. I'll give the same inputs. And this is, again, first you get implicit declaration of ABS error. Then, so this is again faulty. So 0, comma 0, 4, 6, 0, 4. Answer here is 50 from 7.28. Again, ambiguity, because ABS does not, a lot of you might have all of thought, again, ABS will work, but ABS is something that is different from maths.h. Exactly, honestly, it is also there in maths.h, but works differently, right? So then again, it's very important. Let's say, let's give one more input. Let's say if the circles don't intersect at all, right? Obviously, the circles would not intersect if, let's say, 0, comma 0 and 4, and let's say the next circle is at 100, comma 100, right? So this is the 0 comma 0 is the coordinates of center for this, and the radius is 4, and 100 comma 100 is the center for second one, and the radius is, let's say, 4 again. So if I draw it just for all of your reference, right? So it would be this and something like this. Obviously doesn't intersect, right? uh, so let's run it. 0.000. Again, it is very important that your answer is 6 decimal digits. Again, if it is not, your output is incorrect. Okay, so let's have a third use case. I hear again if the circle is contained inside the other circle. So let's say the first circle is at 0, comma 0, and the radius is, let's say, 10, and let's say the other circle is 0, comma 0, and let's say it's 10, or let's say it's 9. Right. So in that case, obviously it is this thing. So here to basically 23.14 into 9, basically 9 square is 81. 81 multiplied by 3.14. We can go ahead and check. 81 into 3.14. Okay, 31.4 I did, is it? 81 into 3.14. So 254.34, right? So basically the inner circle, right? So that's pretty much about it in this particular coding question, right? Now, a lot of you, so for example, if I go back, TCS, let's say NQT coding questions prep insta. So let's say where would you find it? So let's say you go to prepinsta.com, right? And after going to prepinsta.com, you're like, okay, some notification has come. So CoCubes is also our partner. CoCubes has posted a notification here. Many different companies also post their off-campus drives via notifications here. So today this has happened. So you go to prepare, you go to TCS NQT, let's say, and after going here, you go to the coding section of this page on the right hand side, you would be able to find it again. As you can see, it tells me that, okay, I have solved 3 mocks here till now. My computer is a little slow because I'm streaming, watching YouTube video also. Again, click on the coding question part here for TCS. You can check, for example, you can check a lot of cool things here as well. The arrangement and series I've solved 33%, and other topics I've not even attempted as of now. Right. So it gives you ranking and all of that as well. So you can check about all of that. Okay, so just give me 1 second. So this is not the page. TCS Ninja coding question is the page that I was talking about. We've kind of, so here both the NQT and digital are mixed, but this is basically the Ninja. Okay, so one more question that I would like to show it to you here, and that is very, very interesting coding question. So this was asked in TCS, when this was asked in TCS Ninja 2019 slot 4 exam. So we've also written all of these things so you can understand. And again, so this is a question that nobody has, Prepinsta has, but I'm sure somebody would copy paste this video. I'll ask Ishan to put a uh, watermark here. So again, basically there, the coding question has a shlok inside it. The coding question has a shlok inside it. So they are saying a Hori culture had several great immemorial Vikramaditya Navaratnas. So let's read it. Our Hori culture had several great persons since the time of immemorial King Vikramaditya Navaratnas belonging to this ilk. They are named in the following shloka: Dhanvantri, Shanakandamar Singh, Rand Chandalimar, Dhatakpar, Karmadik Khyati, Karahari Miri Namrate, Samabhyam, Ratnati, Vai Kasmati, Tidnam. So I had Sanskrit in class 10. So yes. Among these, Varamire was a famous astrologer, eminence of eminence, and his book Birhat Jatak was recognized as ultimate authority in astrology. Okay, somehow the coding question has shloka also and astrology also at the very same time. He was once talking with Amar Simha, another gem with Navratnas, the Sanskrit Thesaurus, Amar Kosha. Amar Sinha wanted to know the final position of a person who starts from the origin from 0, 0 and travels as per the following scheme. So they're like, I'm like, TCS, go home. You wasted my time. You wasted all of this. I did not even need to read this. The point is, the students get demotivated so much. And this is something that we tell in our online class. TCS will try to confuse you. The coding question would be find the greatest of 4 numbers. For example, obviously, this is very easy, right? And then you would read the question and be like, nahi aata. It is impossible for me to do so. But again, so basically, this is again a coordinate geometry question that they're asking. Starts at 0, 0, turns left, right, left, right, left, right. Based upon some inputs, you predict where he ends. So TCS loves coordinate geometry, as you can see. So this is what I wanted to tell you all of this. So again, if you so and I'm showing off a little. Yes, I'm showing off a little here. We know the pattern of the company. We know what is the requirement of the company. There are a few YouTube channels with over, and those have thousands and thousands of subscribers and are run by people who are 2020 batch students who did not get placed in TCS. So 2020 batch students have created their own YouTube channel and are making videos for TCS, and they did not get placed in TCS. Some people have even become entrepreneurs also, such, right? And these guys don't know that. These guys are still giving area of a circle, Fibonacci series, and all of those questions. We know that TCS loves this. So again, if you joined our Prime video course, in that case, you would have never, this particular question that was asked in your exam, you would have had been able to solve it apart from this formula. And then this formula also, we are, being very sure about that. Okay, this time we'll teach proper coordinate geometry also, along with coding. We'll teach you mathematics as well at the very same time. And this is something that I think TCS is also expecting you to cheat in this one. I think at least that is what they did last time, right? So maybe cheat in terms of mathematical formula, because I don't think they are expecting you to know all of this. But again, last time also, as I told you, in our online classes, we took a coding question which was find the common area between two parallelograms, not rectangle. So it was parallelogram. So again, it was even more generalized in that case. So again, the exam that came in question was with circles. So again, people were like, okay, cool. But then again, don't code in Python, right? So let's go ahead and let's go back. I was not reading comments from a very long time. Okay. So again, you need to learn mathematics as well for TCS. So let's code how to prepare for. So guys, I'm taking up questions as of now. So you can ask coding questions if you like. How do you prepare for TCS? Again, I told you. So let me just go to, we use Slack internally. So you can go to our prepinstar.com with TCS or all the other companies. You can find all of this. So I'll tell you very cool things. So obviously this video ends probably in the next 10 minutes, right? But then again, what do you do after it? So again, you go to prepinstar.com. If you just give me 1 second. So you go to prepinstar.com. In that case, you go to our TCS dashboard, and then again we have spent two 2 to 3 crore rupees on this AI build website, right? So we are not like an ugly looking website. So you go to this website, that is prepinstar.com. You go to, let's say, Wipro NLTH or TCS NQT. You scroll here and you will find topics of LCM, HCF, probability, permutation, combinations, etc., etc. You click upon it. You start this quiz. You will get to know your completion percentage, etc., etc. You will get to know, for example, once you start solving question, we also tell you a humongous. So basically, Prepinsta is all about data. We give you enough data so that you, before even giving the exam, you're able to predict that, okay, I'm going to get selected or not. So when you click on that start, you go to this quiz. Once you solve this quiz, you get to know that, okay, I chose option number D, which is incorrect. But 52% of the people chose this option as me. So, okay, you get to know that, okay, this data is cool. Obviously, there's explanation provided by Prepinsta and user explanation submitted by other people. You also get to know your time-based performance also. For example, let's say this particular user has solved at 10 seconds, right? So he gets to know that 21% of the people have solved this question before him, and 78% of the people solved this question after him. So we are telling you your time-based performance. Once you solve all of these questions, you get to know your ranking in this quiz. So your ranking is 18,999 out of 50,000 people on Prepinsta. Your percentile is this. Then again, this is only for this quiz. Basically, these 10 questions. What if you want to check that, okay, what is my overall ranking for average for profit and loss, or average for, let's say, TCS altogether, or for quant, for logical? No problem. You can go ahead and do that, right? So what do you do is, so we have something called as performance dashboard on our website for paid users. Again, you would not find it anywhere. I am promising you nothing, only previous year question, that too stolen from Prepinsta, right? So you go here, you get to know that, okay, your accuracy, increase, decrease, number of questions that you've attempted, total questions, accuracy percentage, your completion percentage in LCM HCF, your ranking in LCM HCF, and your ranking in percentages, your ranking in speed, time, and distance, your ranking in coding, etc., etc. Overall, what is your overall TCS ranking averaged? So Prepinsta is used by 1 million people on a daily basis. So if you give quiz at ours, even before the exam, you will be able to predict that you're going to get selected or not. So you just go to Prepinsta. All the previous year questions are available on our website, right? So again, for what is your ranking for logical? What is your ranking for quants? What is your ranking for verbal? What is your completion percentage? What is your percentile? So we give huge amount of humongous data here. Live classes would be conducted for TCS. I promise you, if you join the Royal Pass or TCS NQT, as soon as the date when TCS is announced. So, right. So, what do we provide in? So, you can go ahead and so this is also all these questions. I think 20% of these quizzes are free for everyone. So, let's say if there are 5 quizzes for profit and loss, 4 of them are paid. One quiz is free for even the free users, right? So, so you can join Prime Mock. If you want to prepare for online classes, join a Prime video course, right? So in that case, what do you get? You get 72 hours of TCS specific video, solving TCS, solving aptitude uh, of TCS, previous year questions of TCS, that is quants, logical reasoning a little bit, because the logical reasoning is asked not as a separate section, but inside quants itself. Verbal English, programming MCQ. Now, since programming MCQ has questions of C and C++, we are including the nano degree certification course of C++ and DSA in it, because again, in TCS, you will be asked questions from DSA. Tomorrow, I'm taking the lecture on C++ and DSA, right? So again, once you complete this TCS course, you will also get the certification in C++, nano degree certification, and certifications in DSA also, free Prime Mock subscription. I think the cost today is $2,000. We are giving 200 discount if you use coupon code mentioned by Adil in the chat. I don't know about it. Uh, I am the founder of the website. There are 70 people working in our company. So I know the day TCS gets announced, we are going to increase the price to 2999. So right now price is 1999 with 200 discount. I am for a fact telling you that the price is going to be 2999. So it's like a pre-offer that we are giving, just to make sure that okay, we will get revenue and money to pay people salaries then when TCS is announced, so that we also have it now and people are happy, right? So we are kind of sorting the revenue out there. But honestly, I'm being the founder of the company. I'm telling you very frank there. Else, you can do this. You can either buy a TCS Prime Video course or you can buy a Royal Pass. With Royal Pass, basically, you don't have to buy anything. Uh, you will get, so let's say TCS is visiting your campus. So TCS. Wipro is getting visiting your campus. So Wipro. So what if, let's say you apply off campus for Cape Gemini probably 2 months from now. Let's say you apply Infosys 2 months from now. What then? So basically, everything that Prep Insta has today, everything what Prep Insta will have tomorrow, you will get with the Royal Pass. So there are 30 plus companies like TCS, Infosys, Deloitte, Cognizant, Wipro, Accenture, Cognizant, Mindtree, all of these companies you get. AMCAT, CoCubes, eLitmus, TCS Ion, if you do not get placed on campus, so you will give all of them, right? Complete aptitude course, interview preparation course, resume mock interviews, C, C++, DSA, and Python also. So I have not, I think in the slide it's incorrect. Python is also as a nano degree included. Competitive coding and DBMS and machine learning, we are going to launch this month, 19th, around 19th or 20th of this month. So once that is also launched, you will get competitive coding, DBMS, and machine learning certification as well. So in that case, the price is 44444. I think how you can join all of those. I think you can go to okay. So TCA CoCubes has posted something again. Hi Prepsters, check out how you can use CoCubes. So we are partnered with CoCubes, which is why CoCubes sends notification on our platform. Right. So you go to Prime Video course. Again, I'm not sure about the price, to be honest. There are too many things looking to my attention. Plus, so we are not like so. One sad fact that I will tell you: in your companies, the people that come to teach you, in your college, that people who come to teach you are the. So, for example, let's say if you do not get placed, there will be a company called X that will come recruit you, that will train you 2 months on quantitative aptitude and will send you to different colleges to teach people how to get placed in TCS. That's the sad truth of companies that come and train you in college. Again, they pay them 15,000 rupees a month because your college is not willing to pay so much money for courses. So which is why we at Prep Insta, we are like, okay, we founders will take all the classes, because I for a fact, having worked in Google, InstaMojo at packages of 20 lakhs approximately. So I think I would know a lot about, Manish would know a lot about that, right? So you can go ahead and join Royal Pass. You can go ahead and join TCS NQT. Let's say TCS Prime. Where is it? Yeah, TCS online class, right? So Royal Pass, I think this is the page. What you can find, what else is included here? Prices again, 44444. 10,000 people purchases. So this keeps on changing in the last 1 month. Uh, Again, so one thing that you would want, TCS placement papers. Let's say if you Google. Okay, so Prep Insta comes on top here. So again, there are a few websites also that Freshers Now, fake website. Uh, My Geek Monkey is a good website, but then again, not has the latest questions. All India Jobs fake website. Recruitment Guru fake website. This Google Play app fake website. Freshers Life fake website. So these are on all of these Sarkari exam fake website. On all of these questions, you are finding NCIT papers. Do you want to study NCRT papers or do you want to study from TCS NQT? Do you want to study from one person who's made a blog website and who did not get placed, or Prep Insta who has so many people? Again, TCS NQT Prime Video subscription here. So let's take up questions asked in any discount for Royal Pass. I think if you apply the coupon code YouTube, Adil, can you please tell them in the chat? Can you please tell them in the chat? Will the test would be web proctored? Yes. So a lot of people don't know this. Okay. So guys, if you just give me 1 second, I'll also want to just show myself here. I was sweating. Start video. Hopefully. Okay. Right. So guys, I was not using my this thing cooler here, or AC was running in the other room. So this is my office wherein I generally shoot. Just wanted to have a one-to-one interaction here with all of you. फ्री में दोगे वीडियोस जॉब लगने के बाद पेमेंट कर देंगे. So there is something called as Prep Insta placement cell which actually does that, but we only select 1,000 people every year in it. Can you provide the list of questions asked in interview? Again, DSA. So again, one thing more that I would like to tell you here, TCS asks a lot of questions on DSA. A lot of questions on DSA. So now, how do you prepare for DSA? Now, again, this is also important for your general placements as well, and for TCS interview as well, and even for TCS this thing as well. So you can go ahead and so DSA courses included in our Prime in a Royal Pass, but then again, there's DSA on Prep Insta also. And I would like to tell you a very cool thing. We are a very cool company with many employees, right? So, for example, let's say after every section, we have something called as a meme review. And I would just like to show off a few pages, and I'm literally saying the word show off here. Adil, please help people in the chat. I'm not able to reply. So, for example, you go to insertion sort page on Prep Insta, right? And I'm sure if you Google insertion sort, you will get a different website because this page is just created like 1 month ago. We are a very new startup. But I promise you this page is the best page on the internet, right? You will not find a better image. So we have something called as meme review also that I'll show you in a bit. So you can find all of this. So for example, for bubble sort page, we have this particular page wherein we are explaining you the whole bubble sort concept. We have some memes also. Let's use bubble sort. Squirtle is saying all of that. And like there are memes. So Dwayne Rock Johnson is asking, so which algorithm did you use to sort large N? And she says bubble sort. And Dwayne Rock Johnson is like this. And so again, this person is saying, so if I zoom in, this person is saying you don't have to sort the array if your array size is 1, and then he's being like, okay, I'm very smart here, right? Then this is me using insertion sort for 1 million item set. So this is called as meme review. So for each section, so the whole page has memes. Every page has memes. Every page of Prep Insta has memes. So there's one meme. But so let's say if you were coding in C++, so you miss the memes of C and Java, right? So in that case, after each section, we have something called as sorting meme review. You complete bubble sort, insertion sort, selection sort. You go to this page, you will see list of all the memes that maybe you're a coder in C, right? But you still want to see like, okay, what were the memes shared by Prep Insta and all of those pages. So you have something like this. So we are very friendly. Uh, so here Snape is saying, when I see my friend using selection sort for sorting and not caring about its shit time complexity. Right. So things like that we have. So we kind of try to be very friendly. So this is very, very important for DSA. So again, DSA would be asked by mechanical people also, from EC people also in TCS interview. I promise you, they do not care you are non-CSIT person. They are hiring you for a coding profile. Right. So this programmer is like binary search and linear search is like this. Uh, so here, which search algorithm did you use? And Thanos is saying linear search. And here she's saying, what did it cost? Thanos is saying time complexity. All right. So is there any time limit for the course? So I think 1 year is the time limit. In TCS, you get a DSA course and C and C++ course completely free. 1 year is the time limit, but if so, I'll not say. I'll say it. Generally, it will automatically expire after 1 year. But let's say if you do not get placed, or if you want to use it again after 1 year also, so you can email us. We will increase the duration for 1 more year completely free. If you email us, right? It doesn't happen because automatically it's coded that the expiration would be 1 year, but if you email us, it will happen in that case. Is Python allowed in TCS NQT? Yes, very well, my dear. But I will not recommend you to code in Python. I think you joined a little late. Um, these are the coding languages that TCS allows, and we are like, do not use Python. They don't work. Actually, why it doesn't work? Just send spam emails to this company called as Sphere Engine. This company provides online compiler to TCS. Even they've mentioned TCS on their website. Even Metal uses it. CodeChef uses this website. Infosys uses it. But somehow in TCS, Python does not work. Obviously, in CodeChef, Python would work, right? But TCS people, Python and Perl do not work. Only code in C and C++ and Java only. I recommend you. We are not getting any money from all of you guys here. If you don't get in Python, TCS will not do us any favor. We're just telling you for your own good. Any discount on Royal Pass? So, I think YouTube, Adil, please handle all of this thing. I think it doesn't look nice when I say marketing, marketing, marketing again and again. Also, I'm talking there because there's one more screen here. So, just like this is my system wherein I'm doing, and this is my laptop. So, can you send all the previous year questions? Yes. Make sure that you join. Let's say you go to prepinsta.com/WhatsApp and join the WhatsApp of your batch. Yeah, 1999. I think everything is in the link. Discounts, coupons, links, everything is in the description below. You join this for 2021 batch, 2020 batch, 2019 batch, 2022 batch, whichever you like. Again, Prepinsta is the most visited website for placement. We don't care about numbers. In fact, we have more followers on our 2021 batch Instagram than other companies have. So we have different Instagram accounts for 2021, 2020, 2019. So on just one single account, we have more followers than other companies have only one account for their all batches, right? But we are like, okay, we don't want to. If there's a drive happening for 2020, we don't want you to see Prep Insta's post on Instagram and then be spammed. So which is why we have like different Instagrams. Again, TCS Digital also would be included in TCS package as well. So it's TCS online class, not TCS Ninja, right? So digital also included in this. Registration would happen very, very soon. You guys don't have to worry about it, right? So, guys, I'll take a few questions. You can check. So, in the meantime, I would like to. So, again, I'm really sorry. One more thing that I would like to highlight here is the quality or the way that you're seeing me here is not the quality of Prep and Star. We are much better than this. We are not able to work from office because of COVID-19. The quality of our video is, for example, if you check TCS syllabus, so that you can trust us, you can know who's fake website and who's not. So the quality of Prep and Star is this. This is our office, so that you can understand.
Type format. This will have a long paragraph with 15
So this is like a
syllabus
syllabus,
lines.
TCS
And
syllabus
each line
video
will
which
have
we did
three
last year.
options. You have to choose the most grammatically correct one in accordance to the paragraph. Each question will have 1 mark and a negative.
Right. So she works in Prep and Star. So for example, TCS aptitude questions and answers. Right. So in this case, the quality of Prep and Star is this. Again, you are seeing me because we can't shoot in our office and create these videos for you. So this is the quality of Prep and Star, not this. I'm really sorry. So this is only because I am very irritated about a few websites that have come up, which are, we found out that these are for 2020, these are 2020 batch students who did not get placed, and they are making YouTube video for TCS NQT. And they can't even speak English properly. Right. So at the very end of the lecture, I would like to play one final video for all of you. It will help you a lot. Again, all the previous year papers we will share on our WhatsApp group. So make sure that you join Prep and Star WhatsApp. We'll share the link today for all the previous year papers. Just watch this video. We've spent crores of rupees, not lakhs, crores of rupees on artificial intelligence and machine learning based website, new website that we've launched. So I just want you to see all of this. So I'll just unshare myself. I'm not very pretty. Okay, so I just realized I had an option to switch on my front lights also, and I just realized you were not able to see me. So then again, one thing that I would like to highlight here is this is the quality of Prep and Star. This is the quality that you should judge us at. We're not in office. We're not able to shoot videos, which is why the quality of the video is not like that. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we take risks with our life. We are based out of Bangalore and Delhi, both of. So let's say Capgemini game-based questions, right? Sometimes we do make videos like this, even today, but generally we try that, okay, let's not do. Who's very good in mathematics and is in practice would be able to solve it before you, right? So let's go ahead and solve very quick one particular thing that I've taken here, right? This input value, you will get this output values, kind of like AND gate, NAND gates. Not exactly that, but you can parallelize upon that particular scenario, right? So well, what we'll do is, you've seen the demo. So guys, that's pretty much about it for today. I will take up last few questions that are asked in the chat. IntelliJ. Yeah, so I'm not sure who's talking about that. I particularly use IntelliJ IDEA when I code in Python or Java. What is TCS IN CCQT? So TCS IN CCQT is just like AMCAT CoCubes, but for jobs in all Tata Group companies like Tata Salt, Tata Tea, Tata Motors, Tata Steel. There are 100 Tata companies totally. So which is why. Uh, so thanks, guys. One thing that I would like to still highlight here is, again, you should know who to trust, who not to trust. The only reason why I'm telling you this is there are, and I'm really sorry, there are 2020 batch people who did not get placed in TCS, and they have created a YouTube channel, and they have gotten, because of you 2021 batches, people do not know who to trust, who not to trust. They have gotten thousands of subscribers and thousands of views, and those people did not get placed in TCS. These are 2020 batch people. Even one of those channel even has 1 lakh subscribers. uh, so these are 2020 batch people who did not get placed in TCS. Would request you to know, because again, you can go ahead and watch the video, but then again, I feel they'll give you a little wrong direction. uh, because again, if a person, so I'll not even say, so you should only study from someone who has gotten a package of 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs. Even if you got a package of 3.5 lakhs in TCS, you are still not qualified enough to teach people. You still do not have uh, communication skills or coding skills. You should have gotten placed in in Amazon, Flipkart, and all these product-based companies, so that you know much more than to help people to get placed in TCS, or maybe competitive programming course for uh, Amazon as well, right? So, which is something that I would recommend all of you. Again, I'm really sorry I have to say this, only for your benefit. I'm saying that, okay, go ahead and watch all the videos, but only for your benefit. I'm saying 2020 batches students have created YouTube channels that are wrong. I watched the video. I got irritated. I was like, this question is copied from Prepinsta. I know, but this is 3 years ago. This is not the pattern anymore. You don't know that. Be new, it again. What is Royal Pass? So this TCS NQT Prime video course, which is specific for TCS NQT and TCS Digital, and there is Royal Pass, which is basically AMCAT, CoQG, Litmus, CSS Ion, Accenture, Cognizant, Wipro, Deloitte, etc., etc. C, C++, Java, Python, DSA certification courses, because certifications are important these days for interviews. Competitive programming course, DBMS, and machine learning course is going to be launched this 20th, which would be included in Royal Pass. So basically, Royal Pass is just like PUBG Pass, which is banned now, but Prepinsta Royal Pass is not banned. Sorry, bad PJ. Uh, which is basically everything that Prepinsta has today, everything that Prepinsta will have tomorrow, you'll get with it. अब मुझे भी प्लेसमेंट नहीं मिला तो मैं भी यही करूंगा, उनसे ज्यादा कमाऊंगा. Mohit, don't do it. So what Mohit is saying that, okay, if I did not get placed, or if I do not get placed, I will also make a YouTube channel and will make videos about TCS and will earn money. So that's exactly what is happening. For 200 rupees from YouTube revenue every month, these guys are doing this. One of those channel, in fact, has, I was surprised to see, one of those channel has 50,000 subscribers. One of those channels has even 1 lakh subscribers. I was like, what the hell is this? Guys, this is completely wrong. And then I wouldn't have said anything if you have gotten placed in a package of 10 lakhs or 12 lakhs, and then would have admin making the video. You should really listen to that guy, and he can generally teach much better than your college faculty. Essentially, what are your college faculty? Your college faculty are the people who did not get placed in TCS, so did MTech, and did not get placed after MTech, so did PhDs, and then are teaching in college. That's it, right? So again, a person who's gotten placed at 10 lakh, 12 lakh package, I'll say he's better than your college faculty to teach you online, and you should be learning from that. But then again, somebody who's not gotten placed in TCS making a YouTube channel, something that you should not study from, or maybe who's only gotten placed in TCS or 3 lakh package or something like that. Maybe he'll help you for TCS, but he would not know a lot. Please, somebody is saying, I'll make a YouTube channel today and will make videos about TCS for 2021 batch. Don't do it, Mohit. Don't do it, Mohit. Don't do it. Okay, so guys, thank you a lot. I am glad I hope that you really like this video. We'll be doing another session tomorrow, so make sure that you do subscribe to our YouTube channel. And still, there are 200 people of you. You can go. Is Flipkart hiring as of now? So Flipkart Drive is closed, but I think PayPal is hiring. We posted that on our Instagram page, and we generally post it on. Sir, after Prime Video course, should we get placed? Yes. TCS Prime Video course last to last year, 91% of our batch got placed. Last year, 87% got, so there was a decrease of 4%. So we are hoping that we'll increase it this time from 87 to again 90. What type of questions will come in Yellow Messenger exams? I have no idea about it. Sir, I got 9K rank in TCS. Will I get qualified for digital or ninja offer? With Code Vita, approximately 100 to 150 people max get jobs in TCS. PayPal needs 8 pointers. Yes. So we were the first company to announce PayPal Drive. Announcement on online classes. How much do I have to pay for online courses? Again, it doesn't look nice for me to say it again and again. It's 1999. You can find everything in the description of this video. Royal Pass is also there. TCS Prime Video is also there. How was Accenture coding round? Is it tough? So you can go and check Prepinsta's website. So I'll recommend you that you go to Prepinsta. You go to Prepinsta. You go to all companies. You go to Accenture, and then so my computer is super slow as of now. Live also running. YouTube videos also running. So, and then you go to coding questions here. You will find all the coding questions of Accenture previous year on this particular page. Right. So you can find it here. Reply, question answer in WhatsApp. I purchased, but I do not get support from Prepinsta. Message me on, just message us on our Instagram. Syllabus for PayPal. So we have made one video. In fact, I've shot it. I'm not sure why people keep on asking the same thing when we make YouTube videos for each and everything. No, you can't apply for pay. If you have 7.7 CGPA, I will recommend you to apply. Lie that you have more than 8 CGPA, and then they will only check the your CGPA once you join. So if you're joining PayPal and then your CGPA is more than 8, then it is fine. But lie as of now that okay, you have 8.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear.
So this is the PayPal video of syllabus video that we made.
So now
this is
if
the
we are to
mine.
talk about
Exactly here
PayPal,
is where
right?
I'm
PayPal as
so we made this video. You can go ahead and check out this. Right. It is confirmed about syllabus. About TCS syllabus, it's confirmed. PayPal syllabus, we are not confirmed. We have given you 3 different patterns in this video. Fees for what? Adil, please help people who are asking fees. It doesn't look nice if I say money, money, money again and again. Sir, when will TCS NQT come? Very soon. Actually, we know, but we can't announce it before TCS does. So they'll kill us. In fact, well, I'll not say this. They're all also on our Telegram. One of the person of TCS is also on our Telegram. You can ask them on Prepinsta's Telegram. We need online classes for preparing for Google. Not right now. We have too many things to do before that. Okay. So again, we can make online classes for Google and earn money, right? But we don't do that. We did not do that for Goldman Sachs. So there was one particular company that website that I know, or YouTube channel that I know, who made a video about Goldman Sachs. And in that video, there were technical MCQ questions. And we were like, in PayPal syllabus, technical MCQ is not there. And you are making a video for it. You are cheating people. You are cheating people with their money, with their time. So we decided not to make any online video on YouTube also. We decided not to launch any course on Prep Insta also for Goldman Sachs at all. Right. So there are a few websites who gave the wrong pattern about Hexaware, about Goldman Sachs, wrong video about it. Uh, so again, you should know who to trust. There are a few people who are just unplaced people and are making YouTube videos. I can't say the name, it doesn't look nice, but then again, I know people know. Okay, guys, thank you, all of you. Thank you, all of you. I stayed here for quite a lot. Thank you, all of you. I am glad that I could be here. This is live. Make sure that you do subscribe to your YouTube channel. We'd love to see you all as the part of the family. And if you have any questions about anything, we have super Kaz as in casual. We are super casual. You can always message us on our Instagram. We are more comfortable on Instagram than emails. So you message us on our Instagram. My team would definitely help you out and would answer all your queries regarding anything. Right? We even call people just by they're like, okay, sir, I don't know, I am not getting placed. Can you take a call with me? Our team has 4 or 5 people who just take these counseling calls completely. We do not even charge you anything. And the reason why we do that is because, first of all, we know that, okay, it will help you. Second, we know that, okay, uh, you will at least at the very end would be recommending Prep Insta to your juniors, and that would help us a lot, right, in future, because you will have, okay, those people took a call for 1 hour with me to help me, right? So thank you guys. All the very best. Make sure that you do subscribe to your YouTube channel, and thank you.